Hello guys, so today we'll see how to determine the empirical formula from the masses of the elements. So in this problem we are provided with the mass of the compound like 83.5 grams and which contains 33.4 grams of sulfur and the rest is oxygen. Now we know mass of compound 83.5 grams. Also we know the mass of sulfur which is 33.4 grams. Now the rest is oxygen, means it is a binary compound, sulfur and the compound with elements sulfur and oxygen. So we'll determine the mass of oxygen, which is mass of compound 83.5 grams minus mass of sulfur. So we'll get 50.1 grams. This is the mass of oxygen. Now we have mass of sulfur 33.4 gram and mass of oxygen 50.1 gram. Now we'll determine the moles of each element. So we'll first determine the moles of sulfur. So let's start with the mass of sulfur, 33.4 grams of sulfur. We'll use the dimensional analysis method. We know the molar mass of sulfur 32.059 grams of sulfur and 1 mole sulfur. So grams of sulfur will get cancelled and we'll get 1.0418 moles of sulfur. So this is the moles for sulfur. Now we have moles of sulfur as 1.0418 moles of sulfur. Now we'll determine the moles of oxygen. Moles of oxygen. So moles of oxygen, we know the mass of the oxygen 50.1 grams of oxygen, and then the molar mass of oxygen 15.9994 grams of oxygen and 1 mole oxygen. Grams of oxygen will get cancelled and we will get 3.1314 moles of oxygen. Now we have moles of sulfur and moles of oxygen. Now we'll determine the moles of sulfur and moles of oxygen using the mole ratios. So let's start with moles of sulfur. So we'll divide each number of moles by the least number of moles. So like if you'll see 1.0418 moles of sulfur divided by, if we compare this moles of sulfur and moles of oxygen, the least number will be 1.0418. So we'll divide by 0418 and we'll just divide it by the number, not the unit. So we'll get 1 mole of sulfur. Similarly, moles of oxygen, so 3.1314 moles of oxygen divided by 1.0418, which is 3 moles of oxygen. Now we have 1 mole of sulfur and 3 moles of oxygen. So the empirical formula will be S1O3, which is nothing but SO3. So this is the practice problem. You guys can reply with your answer in the comments section. Please do like if you get any value from this video. Please do share and subscribe to our channel for such more videos. Thank you.